So, if your bike that you're using for the Spin-a-thon has a quick release that looks like this, that has a round end that is attached to the metal bar, then you're going to have to replace this with a different axle. So what you have to do is pull the axle up, twist, pull that out and make sure that your spring goes back on to the axle. Next, you're going to take your new axle without lifting the rear chainstay here off of the wheel. You're going to take the axle, making sure that one spring is on each side. The larger end of the spring goes to the outside. So you'll undo that end, pull the spring off, push that one through, put the spring back on, and then tighten the nut. Once you have the axle in, make sure that you have tightened it from both sides, and then you want to give this a big push upwards. And you can see the difference between the two axles, as this one has a round end that will be able to go into the spinner. So what you do now is you want to align your axle in with the two end pieces here. What you want to do is make sure that your wheel, this end piece here, will spin out, because you want your bike to be in the center of the roller, which is down here. Most of them will have a wear line, so you will know where the center is. And then you take this end and you push it in and clip it shut, and then your bike should be secure in the spinner. So in the instance that your spinner has the right side pushed all the way in, you're going to spin it out, just like you're undoing a screw. This is not going to make it weak in any way. You just want to make it so that it's out far enough that when you put this in, that it is in line, and then you're able to push down the other side. If the other side will not go down, go through, that means that you've done it too much, and you will want to disengage the bike again, loosen it. This may take two people if you want someone to hold the bike for you, and then you'll know exactly how much. So it should be a little bit hard to push the red locking system down, and then you want to test it to make sure that it's not going to slip out. So this piece here with the roller is this is the flywheel. So what happens is, as this spins and as you spin your bike, the resistance will become harder. So you want to move this with this knob here, twist it until it is just touching your tire. Now, be aware that your tire is going to get quite hot, and if you have a mountain bike tire, then it could possibly wear some of the tread off of your wheel. This is not a big deal, but you may not want to use your best mountain bike tire on the spinner. So if you do have the opportunity to put a smoother tire on your bike, then that would probably not be a bad idea. So just move it up until it touches. Then as you spin, the resistance, you want it to be just touching. As you can see, as you pedal, the flywheel will spin. So remember, when you have finished your spin-a-thon, to replace your original axle back into the bike, take our axle back out of your wheel and make sure all the pieces are back together, and then package your spinner and the axle together. You can wrap the axle with some tape just around one of the legs of the spinner, and then they'll all get shipped back to us. Have a great spin-a-thon!